Good morning, students. Today we are going to learn superposition theorem. Okay, we'll see how superposition theorems helps us in analyzing circuits. This theorem is especially useful when there are multiple sources are present in our circuit. So while calculating current or voltage in any branch, we'll take one source at a time. Okay, so when we are seeing the effect of one source, other sources will be deactivated. Okay, so what is the meaning of deactivation of sources? Deactivation of sources. Okay, that means current source will be replaced by open circuit. Okay, that means I source equal to 0. Similarly, voltage source will be replaced by a short circuit. That means Vs equal to 0. Okay, so we'll understand this now with the help of a circuit. So whenever we are calculating, we are seeing the effect of one source. Okay, in superposition theorem, we'll take one source at a time, and when we are seeing this effect of the source, other sources will be deactivated. If there are current sources, they will be replaced by short circuit. By open circuit. If there are voltage source, they will be replaced by a short circuit. Okay, so we will see some of examples. So, for example, I have been given a battery, okay, of 18 volts, and I have two resistances. Say this is of 2 ohm and this is of 4 ohm. Okay, and I have one more source present in the circuit. Say this is a current source of 3 ampere. Okay, now I want to calculate current in this 5 ohm resistance. So my aim is to calculate, okay, current in 4 ohm resistance. Okay, so how I'll do? So I will use one source at a time. Okay, that means when I'm using this 18 volt battery, okay, I will deactivate this 3 ampere source current. Okay, so deactivating 3 ampere source means I have to replace this 3 ohm circuit by a open circuit. Okay, so now what I'll do, I will remove this current source and make it open. Okay, so suppose now if current is coming here, okay, because this branch is open, so here there will be no current flowing here, so here I will be 0. Okay, so how all the current will go from here, start from here, and go from 4 ohm and come back to negative of the battery. Okay, so now what is the current in 4 ohm resistance? So total volts are 18, and total resistance of the circuit 2 plus 4, okay, 6 ohm. So there is 3 ampere current. Okay, so I'll say this current is I1. Okay, I1. Okay, and this is in the case 1. Case 1 means when my current source is open. Okay, so this is case 1. Now case 2. In case 2, what I will do, in case 2, I want to see the effect of this 3 ampere current source. So now we'll make this battery as short circuit. Okay, so this battery will be now short circuit. Short circuit means I will remove this battery and I'll make Vs equal to 0. Now in this case, say the current is flowing here, I1 is equal to, second case I put here 2. Okay, so now I want to calculate in 4 ohm resistance due to this 3 ampere source. Okay, so now these two resistance are parallel. So I can apply current division rule. Total current is coming 3 ampere. So now I can write I12. So say this is my I11. Okay. Now in the second case I12. So I12 will be through current division rule. So I'll write 2 divided by 2 plus 6, 2 plus 6 into total current. So this become my 1 ampere current. Okay. So because of 18 volt source, I am getting current is equal to 3 ampere, and due to the current source, I'm getting the current equal to 1 ampere. So the net current I1 net, okay, I1 net will be equal to I1 due to case 1 plus I1 due to case 2, okay, and this is my current in 4 ohm resistance. So I 4 ohm, so that will be equal to 3 plus 1 equal to 4 ampere. Okay, so in this way we can use superposition theorem to simplify our circuit. We will take one more problem. So okay, so I have been given one more circuit. So suppose I have been given this 28 volt battery, and there is across I have this 4 ohm resistance. Here I have 2 ohm resistance. I have one more resistance here is 1 ohm resistance, and I have one more battery here of 7 volts. Okay, 7 volts. Now I want to calculate current in this 2 ohm resistance. Okay, so I want to know current in this 2 ohm resistance due to this both the sources. Okay, so I will take case 1. Case 1 means I will short circuit one of this battery. Okay, because I'm using now this 18 volt battery. Okay, so now due to this 18 volt battery, how much current will flow here? Okay, so for that I need to first calculate the total current in the circuit. So total current will be how much? So total resistance, these 2 ohms are resistance are in parallel, so total resistance will be 4 plus these are 2 parallel, 2 into 1 3. So now this will become 14 by 3 ohm. Okay, this is total resistance. So how much total current will come through this battery? So say this is I. Okay, so total current will come here 28 volt divided by total resistance. So 14 upon 3. So this become 2, and this becomes total 6 ampere. Okay, now from this battery 6 ampere current is coming, and this 6 ampere current will be again divide here. Okay, now these 2 resistance are in parallel. My aim is to calculate current in this 2 ohm resistance. So if I want to calculate current in this 2 ohm resistance, so say the current is 2 ohm resistance is I1. Okay, in case 1. Okay, so that will be I1 in case 1 will be equal to applying current division. So this will be 1 upon 3 into 6. Total current is 6. Okay, so this will give me 2 ampere current. Okay, that means current due to 28 volt in 2 ohm is 2 ampere. So I have I1 in case 1 is 2 ampere. Okay, now I want to use case second. So for case second, I have been given the 7 volt battery. So I will make this battery as short circuit. Okay, and I will repeat the whole process again. So now again I need to calculate the total resistance. So total resistance in order to calculate total current, so total resistance is 1. Again this 2 and 4 are in parallel, so this becomes 6. So this become 1 3 So this become 3 plus 4, 7 upon 3. Okay, 7 upon 3, and the current, total current I will be total voltage 7 upon total resistance 7 upon 3. So total current is coming 3 ampere. Okay, now this 3 ampere current, okay, again will go in this circuit. Okay, now these two circuits are parallel, so I need I1. So this is I1 in case 2. Okay, so what will the value of I12? So applying current division again, I'll take this resistance 4. Okay, 4 upon 6, total 4 into 2, and total current is coming here, that is 3 ampere. So this will come 1, this will come 2, 2. Okay, so current is coming again 2 ampere. Okay, so my I1 in second case also 2 ampere. So net current, that means current in 2 ohm resistance, I 2 ohm or I net is equal to I1 plus I1 in second case, that will be 2 plus 2 equal to 4 ampere. This is my answer. Okay, so in this way, superposition theorems helps us analyzing any circuit when there are multiple sources are present.